Hi, good morning, everybody. So this is Monday. Starting with number one, complete the sentence with the correct relative pronoun. That's a word that modifies or tells us more about a noun, and or relative adverb, which is a word that tells us more about a verb. We can go to the beach bonfire, blank the sun sets. So I know because the subject of this sentence is about going to the beach. I'm going to look at these adverbs first. So we can go to the beach bonfire where the sun sets. We can go to the beach bonfire when the sun sets. We can go to the beach bonfire while the sun sets. When is the word choice that makes the most sense. Number two, select the correct verb tense. Then identify if the correct verb tense is past progressive, present progressive, or future progressive. So you're going to read the sentence. We blank a new novel in class next week. So next week gives me a clue that whatever it is going to be happening in the future. So I'll be looking for a future progressive tense. So I'm going to insert. We were reading a new novel in class next week. Were is past, and that doesn't make sense. We are reading a new novel in class next week. That's present tense. We will be reading a new novel in class next week. That is future progressive. Will be. Hasn't happened yet, but will be happening soon. Number three says, I had quite a busy summer. Every morning I walked the neighbor's dogs for 45 minutes, earning $20 a week. In the afternoons, I went to baseball camp, which also occupied a lot of my time. My family and I also went to Hawaii for a break. So I see here a text feature. This is a bold print word, which we are learning about text features right now. We know that bold print words are important words to the text that the reader may not know. So it says occupied means. So that means we have to use some context clues to figure out what this bold word means. So if it's saying I had a busy summer, we know what that means. And the rest of the text is just about all the things this person was doing. 45 minutes of walking dogs, and every afternoon they went to baseball camp, which occupied a lot of their time. And then the family also went to Hawaii for a break. Occupy just basically means in this context, we say to take up time. Maybe to be busy. Okay? Number four, frequently used, confused words, Complete the sentence with the correct words. It says, please ask the teacher if blank due next week. And so we have two choices here. We have, on these, we have it and it. And so these are big words and very important to point out. So we have, I'm going to write this bigger, we have this version of it, which that should be lowercase, forgive me. And then we have this version of it. And this connects back to something that we talked about yesterday. This version of it has an apostrophe in it, which an apostrophe does two things. It shows possession, like something owns, something belongs to a person, or it shows that it is a contraction, meaning it's two words put together to make them shorter. So how we determine this is by reading this it as it is. If you can substitute the words it is in the sentence and it makes sense, then it's the it's that has the apostrophe. If not, then it's the it's without. So we'll read it, try that out. Please ask the teacher if it is due next week. Because it is fits, then you have to use the it's with the apostrophe. Choose a synonym for steer. So a synonym is a word that has the same meaning. So we'll look for the synonym for steer. We've got ride, car, boat, guide. Well, what does a steering wheel do? A steering wheel lets you guide the car to wherever you want it to be. Therefore, the word steer means guide. Your homework for tonight is Tuesday.